Welcome to episode 32 of Independent Thought and Freedom, the banned episode. Yes, it's finally happened. YouTube actually banned an episode of mine, of my podcast, Independent Thought and Freedom. So if you were expecting it on Friday, I apologize. I did have an announcement up, but Friday morning I got a message from YouTube. And let me share with you what that message is. This is for educational purposes, because if you are a content creator, you should know what what YouTube considers, hate speech. They're calling this hate speech. And I'll give you a link to the video on Facebook, because Facebook does not consider it hate speech, which is surprising because, I've been in trouble on Facebook as well before. So there you go. But let's take a look at what YouTube says. Let me share the screen so you can take a look. Right. So here we go. This is what I received. Kirk Megu, your content violated YouTube's community guidelines and had been removed. I got this at 1 o'clock in the morning. I was so excited for the episode because I really thought it was a great episode. I have to tell you, it was an amazing, moving interview I did with Rabbi Dovid Weiss. It says, "Hi, Kirk Megu. Our team has reviewed your content, and unfortunately, we think it violates our hate speech policy. We've removed the following content from YouTube. Video 32, Rabbi Dovid Weiss, the authentic Judaic critique of Zionism. We know that this might be disappointing, but it is important to us that YouTube is a safe place for all. If content breaks our rules, we remove it. If you think we've made a mistake, you can appeal and we'll take another look. I have appealed and hopefully they will put it back up. But keep reading for more details. How your content violated the policy. Content glorifying or inciting violence against another person or group of people is not allowed on YouTube. I can accept that. We also don't allow any content that encourages hatred of another person or group of people based on their membership in a protected group. I guess I can go with that too. And certainly, we did not encourage any hatred. We review educational, documentary, artistic, and scientific content on a case-by-case basis. Limited exceptions are made for content with sufficient and appropriate context and where the purpose of the posting is clear." Right, so it's just a warning. If it happens again, how this affects your channel. There's a learn more, right? So when you learn more, it takes you to the hate speech policy. So it was hate speech, they say. Because it's the first time, this is just a warning. If it happens again, your channel will get a strike and you won't be able to do things like upload, post, or live stream for 1 week. What to do next? We want to help you to stay on YouTube, etc., etc. You see the hate speech policy guidelines, right? So hate speech is not allowed. We remove content, etc., right? So, but none of what we did violates any hate speech content. It was just Rabbi Dovid Weiss, this guy here, who has many interviews on YouTube already about the history of Jewish opposition to Zionism. Zionism has created rivers of blood. We didn't even go there. All we talked about was the ideas. On what basis does the Orthodox community, in his view, see Zionism as violating Judaism? And we started off by giving the Zionist view of the case for the state of Israel, why they think it's important, why they think it's necessary, and why they think it's justified. And so it was purely informational. And again, purely informational. I will give you a link to the video so that you can see what YouTube is automatically removing as hate speech content so that your content does not get removed. So that's it there. I hope the appeal gets through, and YouTube will come to their senses and see that there was absolutely nothing hateful, inciting violence, inciting hatred, or anything. It was just giving Rabbi Dovid Weiss an opportunity to explain the Orthodox Jewish position, the position of the Jews that have lived in the Holy Land for thousands of years. And that's all it was. So, but let me tell you, it was an amazing episode. It was moving, inspirational, radically peaceful, life change. I mean, perspective changing. I guess for some people, life changing. I hope actually, because it was very, very touching and moving. So I hope that you guys can check it out and use it in an educational purpose to be warned as to what YouTube is considering um, hate speech. Uh, I hate to even use the word because it has nothing to do with that. But Facebook does not consider it so. So you can take a look, and for all you YouTube content creators, be guided accordingly. But I will be back next week, and I hope YouTube does not find that hateful speech either. So, in this age of big tech censorship, I'm signing off. All right, take care, and I'll see you next week. Bye.